Well, looks like airport security would not allow this in there. So I guess I'm not going to San Francisco. Somebody is lucky. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy True Inferno. Today's day is now Saturday, March the 9th. And not much going on today, so I decided to talk about some of the things that's been going on in Pokemon Go. Nothing major, but there are a few things that are major, and one thing is a leak, but it may be more than a leak. So let's get all the stuff that you all should be aware of out the way nice and early. So if you look over there, we see Spinda. Now you looking at this and you're probably thinking, is that 20 Spinda forms? Yes. Apparently there will be a grand total of 20 Spinda forms in the game. We don't know when. We don't know how Niantic is going to present these Spinda forms to us, but we do know that there will be 20 of them. And again, we don't know how, we don't know what way. They added 12 new Spinda forms, because originally there was 8, now they added 12. And as you can see, I got 7 of these 20. So, and I'm missing the new one. I think Spinda form number 2 is in the game. I'm missing that one. So I need to find that one actually. More than likely before the end of the month. So, there you go with that. Let's move on, shall we? Also, if you remain looking over there, you see Deoxys, but now things are different. So right now we are currently tackling attack form Deoxys, which is soloable at this point in time. Even though they did increase the stats a little bit, or change the stats of attack form Deoxys. So you better be really skilled in soloing this thing. But then they added 2 more forms. Defense, which is what this is right here, and speed form, which look like this. So we finally got models for both of these forms. Get back over here. We got models for both of these forms. We don't know when they're going to be released. That was the leak. So the defense form and the speed form Deoxys were the leak news that I was talking about. But apparently their models are in the game. So obviously they're more than just leaks. So stay tuned for that. And also they gave us some more of these search filters, or features rather. So if you were to type in baby, you will be able to look up every baby Pokemon that you have in your collection. Now if you were to change that to hatch, H-A-T-C-H-E-D, you would look up every Pokemon that you got from hatching the egg. So mostly babies, but you see the Onix, you see the Alolan Muck right here, you see the Mareep, you see the Sneasel, you see the Lickitung, the Machop, the Krogans. You get the point. So yeah, they added those 2 features in the game. So yeah, there you go with that. And then lastly, this is the one that I want to spend some time to talk about a little bit, and that is this right here. The Legendary Lunch Hour, which is a new experiment. Keyword: experiment. Experiment. Keyword. But let's read about this event, shall we? Trainers, to give you more ways to enjoy Pokemon Go, we're trying out a new event called Legendary Lunch Hour. 3 keywords. We're trying out. Let's continue. From 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. in your local time zone, there will be an increased number of raids to test your battle skills alongside your friends, co-workers, and classmates. The first Legendary Lunch Hour will take place on March the 13th, which, if memory serves me correctly, that's a Wednesday. And with your help, we hope to make this an event you can enjoy every week. So there you go with that. Now there is more info behind this. So basically there will be a 10-minute hatch period. So these eggs will pop up. So this will probably be the case at 11:50 p.m. local time zone. And then when noon pops up, they will all hatch. And every gym will be, I believe, a tier 5 raid. I believe I recall reading that correctly. But for the most part, we're going to assume that every gym available out there will be a tier 5 raid from 12 to 1 p.m. your local time zone. So let's talk about this, Sarah. So we already got people complaining about this. You know, some people say I'll be at work, or I won't be, taking a lunch break at a time, or why not do this on the weekend, things of that nature. So I'm about to address as many of these concerns as I can. Now, but before I do that, do I agree with this event? Do I co-sign this event? Yes and no. Here's why. there's nothing wrong with an event like this. There's nothing wrong with it. The only issue that I have with it is the time frame. Because, yes, now let's be real. Let's be real. Do not look at this from your perspective. Look at this from the perspective of the entire world. Out of everybody who either works or attend classes, more likely we're talking college, because there's no way a high schooler or middle schooler is going to leave their school. And yeah, there's no way that's happening. So we're talking about college students and people who actually works. What day of the week do they, not what day of the week, but like the time frame. Give me the time frame where most of these people around the world go to work and or take classes at college. And the answer should be Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. or what is it? Like 8 to 4, 8 to 4:30, 9 to 5, 9 to 5:30, 7 to 3, 7 to 3:30, whatever the case may be. But you get the point. It's basically from the ranges of 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. That's when the majority of the people in the world works. And that's when, for the most part, the majority of the people in the world take their classes. So, am I part of that majority? No, because right now, I'm at work. My job is over there. But as you can see, it's past midnight over here. So I'm not part of that majority of people who works from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. or whatever the case may be within that time frame. But I'm not naive enough to say, oh, nobody works at that time frame, because I know if I don't work it, then no one works it. No, I am not selfish like that. I am not that naive. I have enough common sense to say, okay, the majority of people in the world who works from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. their local time zone. Now, in terms of people taking classes, it varies. I know there's night classes. There's night classes, you're doing nothing during the day, what you're complaining about. But like, if you're taking classes during the day, I'm pretty sure you can, you have like a break in between, something like that, and you can get out and do your thing or whatever. So, yeah, that's my thoughts about this. So, do I have a problem with them trying an event? Like, keep in mind, again, the keywords are experiment and we're trying out, meaning this is a prototype. This is a prototype. This ain't legit. This ain't going to be like an every weekly thing. They just want some data from us to see, should they do this or not? So, again, the only issue I have with this is the time frame. Instead of being in from 12 to 1, it should be like from 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Because now you're covering a wide range of people who take their lunch at different times. Some people take their lunch at 11:30. Some people take their lunches at 1 o'clock. Some people take their lunches at 1:30. You're now, covering that wingspan and things of that nature. So, again, this is mostly geared towards people who work and want to play Pokemon Go during their lunch break. There's a lot of people like that, apparently. So, that's the only issue that I would have with this event. I would probably make it longer and make it from 11:30 a.m. to like 2 or 1:30 p.m., something along those lines. That's me. But outside of that, I have no problem with this event. So obviously, because it's on a Wednesday and that's my day off, I can take part in this event. But like, if you can't take part in it, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Again, it's just a game. And more likely, you're missing nothing, because more than likely, we're going to get a crap ton of Dialga raids. So, there you go with that. So yeah, that's my thoughts about this legendary lunch event. So what are your thoughts about the legendary lunch event? So I want to hear what you have to think about it in the comment section below. So leave your comments in the comment section below. So that's going to do it for this episode of Pokemon Go. So with all of that said, y'all know who this is. This is your brother New J Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah. Keyword, experiment. Experiment. Keyword. After you subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the bell icon so you never miss a new video or a live stream ever again. Thanks, guys.
Living in a world where tomorrow's never promised. Last of a dying breed, ratifying honest. Got me feeling like an onyx. My heart was getting hard till I looked to the sky. Say I'ma leave it to God and embark on this path. Journey of a lifetime. Everybody rhyme, but not a lot I co-sign. Define the mind's capability.